Before you watch this video, this is the card that I pulled at the end of the read. I'm led to put it in the beginning of the video. In Mark chapter 7 through 12, it speaks about Yeshua, how he heals a deaf and mute man and a Greek woman's daughter, after she stated that even the dogs under the table receive the master's leftovers. In the 8th chapter, Yeshua feeds the 4,000 loaves, heals a blind man, eye, and teaches the way of the cross, key to the kingdom. In chapter 9 includes the transfiguration, symbolized by the sun, and the disciples discuss another exorcist casting out demons in the name of Yeshua, and tells the disciples that those who are not against them are for them. In chapter 10, Yeshua stated that it is harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven than it is for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle. Chapter 11 includes Yeshua riding into Jerusalem on a mule, and chapter 12 includes the parable of the tenants, the windows offering, and paying taxes to Caesar. Chapter 12 also includes the wicked servants who were left in charge of the vineyard, killing the owner of the vineyard's son, which is a parable of the chief priests killing Yeshua. Hey guys, I've been getting a lot of downloads and I am under the weather right now, so I am going to be articulating those downloads and expressing them to you in another video. But they're very powerful and I can't wait to share them. But right now I'm led to do a read. These. I'm still learning those. Alright, ancestors, archangels, spirit guides. What does the collective need to know? There is a reconciliation of divine counterparts going on right now, of the divine feminine and the divine masculine counterparts. The archetypes are coming together. There's going to be a reconciliation. We got the Lovers and the Lover's Journey that came out. And the Lovers speaks of a unification of counterparts coming together. Like I was just saying about the divine feminine and divine masculine. And the journey, Spirit wants me to talk about the journey because the journey goes, you go through a purification process of different aspects of the divine feminine and divine masculine, bringing balance within the dark and light aspects of yourself, bringing balance of something that was entangled, quantumly entangled, and allowing those parts of you to independently coexist, integrating what you're taking on from the relationships and transcending it with the light. A transfiguration process. This devil energy, this lover's journey, in order to clear the karma, ancestral karma, and come over to the uniting of the two counterparts. The lovers has to go through a detachment from the Maya, from the fears, from the illusion, from the temptations, from belief systems. A system that has been conditioned within one's consciousness, one's subconscious mind. So this is the coming together of the conscious and the subconsciousness, the union of that. the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. And there's a unification and a purification process that takes place from detaching out of the poverty mindset of a third dimensional mindset and detaching from the illusion. And then there's a alchemical process that takes place within us by activating the energy centers within us, the chakras, and opening them up, opening the connection up to align yourself, to connect to your higher self, to connect the heart to the mind. The dimensions are kingdoms, and they exist within us. They are domains where we reside within the frequency that we are embodying. When we ascend to higher dimensions, we have access to hierarchy beings. Belief systems influence your thoughts, and your thoughts are what manifest on a physical plane. I'm telling you this because belief systems is what we've been conditioned with as children. And unless we become like children, unless we become willing to learn and like a child mind, unlearning what we have learned and open to developing a new system and dismantling the old system that kept us in an imprisonment, in a cage, we will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. It's within us. We inherit it through the conscious mind, through our energy, through our life force energy. And it is how we can go through small spaces. The body is a structure used as a form of communication, to communicate wisdom through the dimensions so we can ascend. It is what connects us to the communication line. And when there's static on the line, when our heart chakra is blocked off and we're working out of the lower chakras, when there's static on the line, that communication doesn't flow consciously. It stays on the subconscious. Knowing thyself is remembering who you are and why you came here. Remembering that you are Christ. You are all anointed. Tapping into that power is key in balancing your masculine and feminine aspects within all of the elements within you, all of the energy centers, will allow you to transcend to a different form of life, a different form of consciousness, a limitless consciousness. And it also allows you to have a different body in Christ, a different crystalline body, and not a carbon body. You hold the power. The Hermetic principles is a universal law. It is a universal law that has our systems are built on. No matter what governs us, that law applies to our systems. We have systems within our systems as well. And so, what are you giving your power to? What do you believe about yourself to be true, and why? One of the things that Yeshua taught was the balance of power of the opposing poles, the balance of the ego, the cross within, the positive and negative poles within. And I'm going to pull one more card. Mark chapter 7:12 came out so many times from this deck. 3 weeks that I've had this deck, it keeps coming out. So I'm going to put the meaning of Mark 7:12 in the Rosicrucian book. in the description. It'll be the Rodamundi Tarot.